Cafe, the best cafe in the world. And welcome to Big Cook's Big Band. Yeah, rock on!
Oh, pickle my parsnips, Jen. What's that noise? Oh, hello.
I'm just rocking out on my new guitar.
That's not a guitar. That's a frying pan.
It was a frying pan until I added elastic bands to it. Now it's the rockiest, most awesome guitar in the whole world. Listen.
Mashed potatoes. That is rocky.
Yeah, dude. Want to be in my band?
Okay, what can I play?
Take your pick. You could go wild on the kitchen drums. Or how about tinkling on my xylophone? Or how about rocking out on this cooling rack?
Well, they all sound great, Jen, and I'd love to join your big band, but I'm too small to play any of the instruments.
Oh, noodles! I didn't think about that.
Don't worry, we'll think of something.
But first, we've got a customer.
I'm off with a whiz to see who it is. Woohoo!
Who's in our cafe today, Small? Give us a clue. See if you can guess too.
Oh, it's a mini beast that has a stripy body and makes honey.
A stripy mini beast? That's got my brain buzzing. Do you know who it is? Is it a bee?
Yes, it's our friend Busy the bee. She's the busiest bee in the whole hive.
And she's buzzed by for a speedy snack. But what can we cook for her?
I think it's time to look in my book.
We need a story to help us cook.
Let's take a look in Little Cook's book. Little Cook's Adventures in the Big World. Let me see. Once there was a bee called Busy. She was the fastest bee in the hive. She would speed from flower to flower, collecting pollen and nectar, and turning the nectar into lots and lots of honey.
Look at all my honey,
she boasted. I'm the best bee. But one day, she had a big shock. Bumble, the slowest bee, had made twice as much honey as she had.
Bumble can't be better than me,
said Busy.
If I'm twice as buzzy, I'll beat her.
So Busy sped like a rocket from flower to flower, not stopping until she had a giant pile of pollen and nectar. But when she saw Bumble's pile, it was even bigger. Poor Busy flopped onto a flower, feeling tired. I was passing on my spoon and went to see if she was okay.
I'm always the buzziest and best,
explained Busy.
But now Bumble is better.
You don't always have to be the best, I told her. It's good to learn from others. So I went and found Bumble, and Busy asked her how she gathered so much.
I don't buzz quickly like you,
said Bumble.
I only visit a few flowers and move slowly round them so I don't get tired.
How clever, said Busy.
And when I move,
said Bumble,
I wiggle my legs and do a waggle dance. Everything sticks better that way.
So Bumble showed Busy the dance. They had fun waggling from flower to flower. And they also made the most honey the hive had ever seen. Busy didn't care about being the best bee anymore. It was more fun to waggle with your friends and work together. Little Cook to the rescue once again! That was a great adventure.
Yes, Busy and Bumble made a brilliant team. And they made lots of lovely honey together. Maybe we can cook Busy something with honey in.
Yes, something yummy.
But what? We need to do some serious thinking.
Oh. I know, Big Cook's Big Cookery Book.
Of course, the Big Cookery Book. The There are recipes for everything in there.
And where do we look for things to cook?
In the book, in Big Cook's book.
This recipe's buzzing! Honey pots, the perfect snack for a busy bee. This recipe is quite sweet, so you can eat it as a treat.
Can you read out the ingredients, Small?
Coming up, Jen! To make our honey pot, we need pudding rice, milk, caster sugar, and cinnamon. And for the honeycomb decorations, white chocolate.
Brilliant, Small. We've got all those.
And finally, we need lots of runny honey.
Oh no, we don't have any honey.
Don't worry, Jen. I can buzz off and get some.
Great idea.
Why don't you come along too?
Go Small, whiz away. I wonder what she'll see today.
I'm dressed and ready to go. I think there's some bees making honey in there. I can hear them. Bees have a very special job to do. They fly from flower to flower, collecting nectar and pollen. Then they fly back to their hives and use the nectar to make honey. The bees are living in this box called a hive. This hive is in a field, and there's the beekeeper. Bees will sting if they are surprised, so the beekeeper is wearing special clothes so the bees can't sting him. The beekeeper sprays the hive with something called a smoker. It makes the bees feel calm so they're not frightened when the hive is opened. Look at all the bees! Hello! Inside the hive are wooden frames where the bees are making the honey. They make the honey in these little holes called honeycomb. Lovely, thick, gooey honey. This big bee is very special. She's the queen bee and is the mummy of all the other bees in the hive. Lots of hives making lots of scrummy honey. That honey looks so gooey and sticky. It's perfect for the recipe. I'll see you at the cafe. I'm back, Jen.
That was quick. I've got everything ready for our recipe, but I still can't think of anything for you to play in my big band. All my instruments are so big and noisy.
Well, I'm really noisy, so I'm sure I can be in the band somehow.
That's true. Did you get the honey?
Here it is.
Wow! Thanks, Small. That's everything we need. We're all ready, so take a look.
And we will show you how to cook.
Honey pots and hedgehog rolls,
Starry breakfast skies,
robot cake and power shake,
and sunflower surprise. We love our cafe and we love to cook. We have a fantastic recipe book. She is Big Cook
and she is Small.
Friends in our cafe, we cook for them all. When your tummy
Gets all rumbly,
you're ready for a treat, you can make something delicious to eat.
Have you cleaned the surfaces?
Yes. Have you washed your hands?
Yes. All clean and ready to cook. Do you remember the ingredients for our honey pot? To make the honey pot, we need pudding rice,
60 grams,
full fat milk,
500 millilitres,
caster sugar,
2 tablespoons,
cinnamon,
2 teaspoons,
and to decorate, white chocolate
1 large bar,
and runny honey.
a big spoonful.
That's everything. Let's get started.
First, we're going to make the rice pudding. We need a saucepan. Small, why are you dressed like a bee?
I wanted to be busy like you, so I thought I'd be a busy bee. Watch me fly, wee! I can buzz around really fast.
It's making me feel dizzy. Put the pudding rice and the milk into the saucepan. We're using cow's milk for our recipe, but you can also use soy milk or oat milk instead. Then add the cinnamon and lastly the caster sugar.
Wow! Sweet!
Oh, whoops! Watch out, Small. You've got sugar all over you.
I'm pretending it's pollen. Bees get covered with pollen when they visit flowers.
Slow down, Small. You're making me even dizzier.
Ooh, here's a flower. Whew, time to have a rest.
Now we need to cook the mixture. This is a hob job, so ask your grown-up helper to do this for you, as it will be
Hot, hot, hot.
Once the mixture is boiling, turn down the heat and let it simmer for about 30 minutes until the rice is cooked and creamy. Make sure you keep stirring it so the rice doesn't stick together.
I'll set the timer for 30 minutes. And then this worker bee's on her tea break. I'm having a nice cup of flower nectar. Buzz, buzz, buzz. That's the timer. How's our pudding looking?
The rice is cooked and creamy, and I'm spooning it into a pudding pot.
Shall we put it in the fridge so it's lovely and chilled?
Great idea, Small. In it goes. While we wait for our honey pot to cool, I thought we'd make some honeycomb decorations. I've got a little bit of water in a saucepan and I'm going to melt the white chocolate in a bowl on top. This is another hob job, so ask your grown-up helper to do this.
Because it's hot, hot, hot.
Once the chocolate is melted, use a spatula to spread it across a clean piece of bubble wrap. It needs to be bubble side up. It's nice and smooth. Let's get spreading. This is really fun. Lovely and bubbly.
I see. The bubbly bubbles make the honeycomb pattern.
That's right. It's going to look great. Let's pop it in the fridge until it's set.
While that's cooling, I'm going to buzz back to the hive. Extra fast.
Not again.
Oh, it is hard work being a bee. Ooh, night, Jen.
This is no time for napping, Small. We've got to finish our honey pot.
I've got an idea. I'm going to need my black felt tip pen and some yellow card.
Once the rice pudding is cooled, add some runny honey on top. You could also add strawberry jam or fresh fruit instead.
Look, Jen, I've made a little bee to go on the end of the spoon.
That's great, Small. Let's pop it on with a bit of sticky tack. On it goes and plop.
Ooh, I can't wait for the next bit.
Our chocolate is set. Now we need to carefully Flip it upside down. And carefully peel back the bubble wrap to reveal a lovely honeycomb pattern. Now for the really fun bit. We need to break the chocolate into pointy pieces. It looks just like real honeycomb. Let's get 2 pointy pieces and pop them into our honey pot. Then, put the whole thing onto a serving plate. That looks beautiful, Small.
What a yummy snack!
1 honey pot for a very busy bee coming through. There, all done.
So what do we do now? Can we play?
Not yet. Time to clean and put away.
Hooray! I'll buzz away and get cleaned up too.
Wash, wipe, scrub and clean, make the kitchen sparkle and gleam.
My name's Jen.
And my name's Small.
We've got the cleanest kitchen of all. Tidy all the bits and bobs,
The things that help us do our jobs.
ingredients we'll put away.
Ready for use another day.
Pots and pans will start to smell.
If we don't wash them really well.
And now it's clear, let's all smile. We'll be finished in a little while. All around,
Up and down.
we've got the cleanest cafe in town.
I'm sorry you can't play in my big band, Small.
It's okay. It's a shame you couldn't find an instrument that was small enough or noisy enough. Busy the bee has finished. She's eaten the whole pudding pot.
And look, Small, she's left us a note.
What does it say? What does it say?
Let's see. It says, Dear Big Cook Jen and Little Cook Small, thank you for my yummy honey pot. It was just the snack I needed after buzzing about. Here's a little something so you can make a buzz too. Love, Busy the Bee.
Ooh, what is it?
Busy's left us some paper and a little comb.
Ooh, is it a honeycomb?
No, silly Billy. It's a brand new tiny hair comb. It's perfect to make an instrument. If you wrap the paper around the comb, you can make a magical noise.
Ooh, can I play it? Open the paper, put the comb in, and...
Wow, it sounds buzzy like a bee. I love it. Let's jam, honey. 1, 2, 3, 4.